Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Cindy. In this video you're going to learn about the present participle when it's used as a verb. So first things first, what is the present participle? The present participle is a verb form ending in ant in French. Its English equivalent is a verb ending in ing. The present participle can be used either as a verb, as an adjective, or as a noun. But please bear in mind that the present participle is a lot less common in French than it is in English. So we'll see at the end of this lesson what common mistakes you should avoid when using the present participle. So, you now know that the present participle ends in ant, but how do you actually form it? Well, thankfully, it's quite simple, unlike a lot of other grammatical things in French, as you may know. All you need to do is take the nous form of the present indicative tense of the verb that you want the present participle for, take the ons ending off, and add ant instead. So for example, let's take the verb marcher. The nous form of the present indicative tense for marcher is nous marchons. So we take the ons ending off, we then add ant, and we get marchand. Repeat, marchand. Let's have a look at another example. Sortir. The nous form of the present tense for sortir is nous sortons. We take the ons ending off, we add ant, and we get sortant. This method works with nearly every verb in French. The only exceptions, and there are only 3 exceptions, are the verb être, avoir, and savoir. The present participle for être is étant, étant. For avoir is ayant, ayant. And for savoir is sachant, sachant. So you learned earlier that the present participle can be used either as a verb, as an adjective, or as a noun. When used as a verb, it can be used for 3 different purposes. It can be used to modify a noun, to talk about simultaneous actions, or to replace a relative clause. When modifying a noun, the present participle is used in a similar way in both French and English, in that it doesn't require any grammatical words to be placed before or after it. So, for example, prenant son temps, taking his time, il arrive toujours en retard. He always arrives late. Prenant son temps, il arrive toujours en retard. So as you can see, we've used the present participle of the verb prendre, that is prenant, in front of the noun temps. So prenant modifies son temps. The second example, ayant peur du noir, elle dort avec la lumière allumée. Ayant peur du noir, being scared of the dark, elle dort avec la lumière allumée. She sleeps with the light on. So as you can see, we've used the present participle of the verb avoir in front of the noun peur. This example may seem a little bit trickier because, as you may have noticed, we've used the verb avoir followed by a noun in French to say being followed by the past participle scared in English. But the reason for this is simply that sometimes we have to use the verb avoir in French, when in English you would use the verb être, to be. This is nothing to do with the present participle as such. For example, if ayant peur du noir was in the present tense, we would say elle a peur du noir. She is scared of the dark. So as you can see, this slight discrepancy between the two languages is not anything to do with the present participle, it's simply a different way of saying the same thing between the two languages. When used as a verb, the present participle can also be used after en to talk about simultaneous actions. This use of the present participle is called the gerund, le gérondif, which can be a whole lesson all of its own. So if you want to learn it in depth, I would advise you to look in the description and click on the link to go to the lessons that I've made on the subject. But in short, en followed by the present participle can translate either to while, upon, or by, followed by a verb ending in ing, that is, followed by the English present participle. So let's have a look at an example. J'écoute de la musique en conduisant. J'écoute de la musique, I listen to music, en conduisant, while driving. So repeat. J'écoute de la musique en conduisant. J'écoute de la musique en conduisant. And finally, when used as a verb, the present participle can be used to replace a relative clause introduced by qui, that is, who. So, for example, je connais la dame qui vend des fleurs. I know the lady who sells flowers. Je connais la dame vendant des fleurs. I know the lady selling flowers. So as you can see, we have replaced the relative clause qui vend des fleurs with vendant des fleurs, and the meaning of the sentence hasn't changed. Je connais la dame qui vend des fleurs. Je connais la dame vendant des fleurs. And we formed vendant by taking the ONS ending off of the new form of the present indicative tense, that is vendons, and we added ANT instead. I hope you found this lesson useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it. And if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. That's what the comments are for. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. I upload new videos regularly. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, all the links are in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye!